welcome to Chief's Corner for summer of 2024. We've got a lot to talk about today. I'm Susy Solis, Assistant Director of PIO, with our new interim chief, Justin Ball. Congratulations on your new position.
Oh, thank you, Susy.
So let's get started first by saying thanks to everyone who attended and helped out with the huge FRI conference here in Dallas at the K. Bailey Hutchison Convention Center. The event was a huge success, and we hope that you were able to learn, meet new people, and have some fun. We also got a lot of good comments about Dallas being a great host city and the fact that DFR looked great and we're the friendliest firefighters. So, of course, we appreciate you all representing us so well, right? Didn't you hear some good compliments?
Yeah, loads of good compliments. They're really happy that we staged fire engines at their residence at the hotels, and how helpful and courteous all the firefighters were. You lot made us look great to all these chiefs from around the country, so thank you very much.
So let's get started with what people really want to know. First question, we know there's a lot happening with the Quartermaster program, so what's the latest on that?
The latest on the Quartermaster program, we started it as a pilot, and because when we run something out like that, we don't know how it's really going to work logistically. So we roll it out slow. From the feedback I've got so far, the fires that they've gone to, it's gone pretty smooth. I've heard nothing but good things. So we'll just keep expanding it. Maybe towards the end of the year we add 3 more people and try and get it in full swing.
Sounds good. So we also have a driver's program that's coming up. What is the bid process? And what is that going to look like?
So yeah, as you know, we've been trying to get to dedicated drivers on heavy apparatus for years now. We got close years ago, and then it just got far away. So now we're there. We're not going back to any drivers on heavy apparatus being in the rotation. So moving forward, there's been a lot of questions on how would the bid work? Where do people bid with paramedic seniority or driver seniority? The fairest way that I can see to do it would be no downgrade list. We just simply put out a bid list for the heavy apparatus driver positions, open only to drivers that are already removed out of the rotation. Once that bid closes and is consolidated, then the positions left will be identified as positions that drivers will be removed out the paramedic rotation. So then 814 will simply go down the paramedic seniority list and call members, no action on their behalf, but answer the phone, and they can say whether they want to get off this time or not. Once they've been called, then they will be sorted due to driver seniority, and then by driver seniority they'll be able to pick what apparatus they'd like to be on. So they will be removed from the rescue rotation using paramedic seniority, but they then get to choose what apparatus with driver seniority. And for me, that seems like the fairest way to apply it.
All right, thanks, Chief. And before we get too deep into the conversation, let's take a moment to talk about all the life-saving awards that we've been given for excellent work done by our paramedics. We've been doing a lot of those, and then afterwards kind of hanging around and getting some questions answered.
Yeah, it's amazing really how many life-saving awards we've got. I had to slow it down a bit because I want to go to each and every one. So I'm going to go to one a week, and I'm also trying to go to a station a week for a kitchen meeting. If I go to do a life-saving awards, then I'll have a kitchen meeting right after. And my goal is to get around every station and shift just to chat in a casual manner, hear what folks have to say. They can tell me what's on their mind, what they think we're doing wrong. I can explain processes. I can explain why things are done a certain way. I don't know most of the people out there as far as seeing them face to face. They don't know me, I don't know them. I just feel like I would like to get to know the folks in the field. as far as the life-saving awards, you know, EMS has come so far. I'm receiving hardly any complaints and just so many good things about EMS, and giving out so many life-saving awards. So it's great how well we're doing.
Yeah, thank you for all your hard work. So we also have this new Kelly program that we're rolling out. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, what we put in the budget it's a cost-saving measure, but it's going to be inconsequential to members in the field if they just simply want to keep things the same. They just don't do anything. But baked in your paycheck is 2 hours overtime every 2 weeks, 4 hours a month, and it's just in there. But if you wanted to take them 4 hours leave, you can, and don't get the pay for it. And you know, if you need to run errands, whatever, it's an option. You can take it or leave it. It's just another option if you did need to leave and use that time.
We also want to say that we've heard you. One of the things that BCs have told us is that they're looking for more training, and now we're in the process of facilitating more hands-on training. So can you tell us a little bit about what that plan is coming up?
Yeah. So I've not had that many kitchen meetings already, but I've had about 5, and a common theme seems to be about the phase training. So that came my way, and I agree. We need to go back to having phase training, hands-on, instead of all the training just being on a computer. The adjuncts, we can go back to where the adjuncts are helping. So I asked for that from training, and we're doing the active shooter training at the moment. So as soon as that's over, they're going to work on a phase training, and we're looking at maybe a Mayday training.
Sounds good. And then we've got promotional tests. When are those going to happen?
Promotional tests, you know, as you know, some of the criteria changed a little bit. We changed civil service rules. That will come out soon, and we're about to put out the inspections promotion list, but it was brought to my attention that some of the sources didn't apply to what they do. So I paused on it, and I want to take out any source that there is no point reading. We've got time to do that on operations. I want a quick turnaround on inspections, but for both promotional processes, if it does not apply to your job, I don't think you should be wasting your time reading it. So I want logical source lists. So to answer your question, prevention, maybe a week or 2.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about nominations now are open for the awards show. That's coming up October 19th at the House of Blues. Now we're working with Safer Dallas. They've been backing DPD for many years, and now they're helping us. And we think this year's event is probably going to be the best. We really wanted to amp it up. So we encourage everyone to show up.
Yeah. Well, of course we want it to be the best, but that's dependent on you, all of you, to get involved. Please put in nominations, write good stuff about folks. There's plenty of people out there that have done great things and they deserve it, so that's got to happen for us to have a good event. We are trying to make it better. There'll be sit-down dinners, and the tickets are only going to be $35, and we feel like it's going to be a really good event. So please try and get your family, friends involved. Thank you.
Thank you. So on a personal note, I had my own medical emergency take place about 4 months ago, and it was Dallas Fire Rescue who answered the call. I got a pretty bad concussion, and when I came to, I was actually being rolled into the ER by members of DFR. I also heard that I fought the medics who were trying to give me an IV, so sorry about that, but In all seriousness, I just want to tell you that I'm grateful for the work that you do. It really does make a difference. I was actually able to meet one of the medics who took me to the hospital, Kane Vinson, and he said Jonathan Stelly from 37s was also there. Captain Borse was there as well. And at the hospital, all the chiefs showed up, and it was just really nice to know that I have that support from everybody in the fire family. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It really did make me feel better and part of the fire family. And thank you so much for your support. And like I said, your work really makes a difference, and I appreciate it.
Good.
Thanks for Chief's Corner, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for the great work you do every day, and please stay safe.